use the same paths that you did with your hands, but use the stones going in the same paths. This moves even more lymph down the arm and over into the ducts that drain the lymph. Make sure you reach all areas of the arm, both on the tricep and bicep side of the arm. Again, follow the stroke with one warm stone down around the deltoid muscle, up, and give another little pump to the soft tissue over the clavicle. You can leave the stone warm there under the shoulder trapezius area to give extra soothing comfort to the client. Repeat on the other side. Make sure you do both arms before moving down to the leg and discreetly drape the client as you expose one leg. Make sure your hands are well oiled before proceeding to touch the client's feet, and make sure your hands are warm. Lift the foot and support the upper part of the foot and the toes with one hand while you stroke towards the heart again. Use both hands with a broad palm stroke. Give extra attention to the heel area and help loosen up the ankle joint. Next, stretch the foot with a downward stroke towards the toes and then a good stretch towards the arch of the foot. So stretch down and then push the arch back and the toes back. Stretch down and push back. Next, support the back of the toes with one hand while using the thumbs. Stroke down the toes and into the ball of the foot. Some clients may have very tender or ticklish feet, so be in tune with your client and watch them for any type of response while you're working on their feet. Next, do a friction stroke on either side of the foot to get the foot to further relax and loosen up, and work down towards the ankle. Zigzags across the arch of the foot just like we did in the palm of the hand. Zigzag down, then come back up to the top and zigzag down the foot again. Make sure we cover all the acupressure points that can be found on the foot. Next, do some circular motion up the arch of the foot, the top of the foot. Keep it well supported and end up down under the ankle bones. This is a real nice area, very soothing to the client. Make sure the strokes are gliding and smooth. Okay, next we'll proceed from the ankle to the knee. Make sure the whole leg is oiled before you begin your lymphatic strokes. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up a little further, feather back, and pressure all the way to the top to the knee and feather back down. Notice how I'm throwing my whole body into the stroke. Work in patterns of threes. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, pressure all the way up, and lift the knee, supporting the knee, and pump on the back. This is where the popliteal lymph node is. Use a pumping motion like this. Finish up with a nice broad stroke all the way up the leg and give another set of pumps behind the knee. Now we'll go from the knee to the groin area, and again, work in patterns of three. Give 3 sets of 3 strokes. This is also an area where you can do some thumb rolls, some crisscrosses, some fan strokes, just to get those muscles that are so used by the body to loosen up and relax before you start the lymphatic strokes. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, and all the way up to the groin area and feather back. 1, 2, 3. Do 3 sets of 3. Now, as you come along to do your pumps, make sure you travel in an upward motion, circular motion, up to the area just inside the groin where the leg attaches to the hip. You'll find a little valley, or sometimes a little gutter is what it feels like, where your fingers can fit in and do your lymphatic pumps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Circular motion, pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, and pump. And that finishes the leg. Always follow your lymphatic strokes with the hot rocks massage. Again, keep the stones at a comfortable temperature for your client and use the stones with the same lymphatic strokes that you did with your hands. Be aware of the shin bone and don't get the stones too close to the shin bone to cause any discomfort. Keep these stones over the muscles of the leg. Feather back and pressure up. Again, do 3 sets of 3. Then proceed from the knee to the groin with the hot stones, same type of lymphatic stroke, pressure up, feather back. You can turn the stones over as you work, so the stones will still remain warm to the client. One, 2, 3. Drape the client's leg that you finished before you undrape the other side, and be sure and repeat all of the strokes on the other leg. Next, it's time to help your client turn over. Lift the sheets and blankets and allow them to move in whatever direction is comfortable for them. Adjust the head mask or the head support and make sure they can breathe. And let the arms dangle, or the client can put their arms to the side, what is comfortable to them, before we proceed to the back of the body. Take the knee support out and change it down under the ankles. Then again, discreetly undrape one of the legs. Make sure the client is comfortable and relaxed. The calf muscles, or gastrocnemius muscles, are so used in our daily activities that you want to pay special attention to them as you work. Liberally oil up the section from the heel to the knee and make sure your hands are warm. Proceed to oil up the rest of the leg and up into the buttocks or the hips. Cup the hand and place the thumb between the big toe and the second toe and support the upper arch of the foot while you jiggle and support the knee with your other hand. Jiggle the gastrocnemius muscles to loosen them up and to get more lymph to flow downward towards the knee. Give very long, soothing strokes, coaxing fluids in the leg to go towards the popliteal lymph node in the back of the knee. Start with lymphatic strokes, pressuring down and feathering back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, you're working on either side of the muscle where the lymphatic vessels reside. Feel free to do broad strokes over the whole body of the muscle here, because like I said, the muscle is so used and so worked, it needs special attention. With the knee bent, proceed to do 3 sets of 3 small pumps, and then gently lay the foot down and do some more therapeutic crisscross strokes, fan strokes, whatever feels good to the client, but always coaxing the lymph fluid up towards the knee. Feather back. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, pressure all the way up, and feather all the way back. Once again, make sure the knee is bent and give 3 sets of 3 short pumps to the back of the knee. Now let's proceed from the knee up into the hip. Again, these are very large muscles on the body, on the back of the leg. They're used for every type of thing that we do, from sitting to standing. So start off with some good crisscross loosening strokes to get the client to relax. There's also the T-band on the side of the leg to be aware of. Very often you'll have a runner that has some tenderness there, so you want to work all of your strokes up towards the heart and into the hip. Here we'll start our lymphatic strokes on either side of the muscle. We'll make sure you use a broad palm stroke, as that's most pleasing to the client. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, pressure all the way up, and feather all the way back. Again, do 3 sets of 3. Those last strokes can go up into the gluteus maximus muscle and can help to soothe and further relax the client. Now follow up the leg with the hot stone massage. Make sure the stones are well oiled along with your palms. And proceed down at the ankle. Pressure up, feather back. Pressure up, feather back. All the way up and all the way back. 3 sets of 3. Turn the stones and proceed again. Turn, gently slide over the knee area and proceed up the back of the thigh using the stones on either side of the muscle. Pressure up, feather back, pressure up, feather back, pressure up, all the way up and back. Notice again how I'm throwing my body into these strokes so that my hands don't get tired. Return the stones to your warmer and drape the leg. Make sure the client is comfortable and warm, and repeat all of those strokes on the other leg before proceeding to the back. Now you want to save the most time of your massage for the back area. All of the nerves that connect to all of the organs in the torso part of the body connect into the spine. And so it's an area that you want to use most of your effort, and you want to give the client the most pleasure from the massage during this time. Make sure the back is well oiled, and then